Okay, I'm going to talk a little bit on IT, especially AI. Before that, I'm going to say something in Sinhalese. දැන් අපේ ජනාධිපතිතුමා ඉන්දියාවත් එක්ක ගිවිසුම් 7ක් ගහලා තියෙනවා. ඒ ගිවිසුම් මත මොනවද කියලා කියන්නේ නැහැ. ඉතින් අපේ රටේ ඇඩ්වයිසර්ලා ඉන්නේ කියන්නේ මොකුන් දින්නේ අපේ රට ඇඩ්වයිසර්. මේ මිනිස්සුන්ට මොකටද පඩි ගෙවන්නේ? ගිවිසුම් ගාලා ඒව පෙන්වන්න බැයි නෑ වැඩක් නැහැ. හරිද? කරුණා කරලා ඇඩ්වයිසර්ලා ඉන්න ඔබතුමාලා ඉල්ලාස් වෙන්න. නේද? ඔබතුමාලාගේ මේ නම්බු තියන් ඉල්ලා පඩි ගන්න එපා නිකන්. ඊට මට යමක් කියන්න තියෙනවා නන්දලාල්ට ආචාර්ය නන්දලාල් ඩිපියුටි ගවර්නර් ඉන්නකොට තමයි අපි සවරින් ජින්ජින් බොන්ඩේජ් ගියේ. ඉතින් සවරින් ජින්ජින් බොන්ඩේජ් යනකොට ඔබතුමා දැනන් හිටියේ නැද්ද අපි බංකොලොත් වෙනවා කියලා? ඔබතුමා දැනන් හිටියේ නැහැ ඒක. එතකොට ඔබතුමාගේ ආර්ථික විද්‍යාව මොකද්ද? මං අහනවා ආචාර්ය නන්දලාල් මහත්තයාගෙන් ඔබතුමාගේ ආර්ථික විද්‍යාව මොකද්ද? කරුණාකරලා කියලා දෙන්න. ඔබතුමා IMF එකට කඩේ යන්නේ නේද? නැත්තම් සවරින් ජින්ජින් බොන්ඩේජ් වලට යන්නේ නැහැ නේ. ලංකාවේ ආර්ථික අර්බුදයක් නැහැ. ලංකාවේ ආර්ථික අර්බුදයක් කියලා මගේ තියෙනවා වීඩියෝස් 35ක් විතර. ඒකේ මේ ලංකාවේ ආර්ථිකයි political economy. I said something about the Sunnis and the Shias. Shias are only about 13% of the Muslim population in the West. America and Britain uses the Shia. Sunnis are subsidized the Shia. But Shias are winning. We are going to have a severe momentous change in the world political picture. I said. So I have about 35 videos. I had told by we are not bankrupt. I had told that nobody is answering me. So that means my work is told. මං ආචාර්ය නන්දලාල්ට කියන ඔබතුමා ජරා මුල අරු තියනවනේ. ජරා මුල අරු ජාත්‍යන්ත මූල්‍ය දෝන ජරා මුල අරු. ජරා මුල අරු එකේ টොප් ඉකොනොමික්ස් වගේ. මං එතුමා නේ ගෑනු කෙනෙක් ඉන්නේ. I will challenge him. හරි? එච්චරයි. කියන්න තියෙන්නේ. ඔය ගැන කතා කරලා. Now I am going to talk about IT. Now before that we had this Israel and America invading Iran. And now things are coming out. Some of the things came from Azerbaijan. Israel has strong relationship with Azerbaijan, right? And if you take Modi and Israel works together. The Israel politicians have acknowledged that. Why do they that? They are in the forefront in the IT industry, right? But Donald Trump doesn't like it. Donald Trump like Indians dominating the IT industry. So there is a severe contradiction there. He doesn't want the Indians to dominate that. He wants the white people to dominate. You can call it racism or anything, but that's the reason. Now, when it comes to IT, okay, I am going to quote something from my book, which I wrote some time ago. So, towards the end of the chapter, he quotes the work of Challenge of Man, Future of Professor Harrison Brown of California Institute of Technology, who make the following observation. Right? Thus, we see that just as industrial society is fundamentally unstable, subject to revision to agriculture action, so within the condition which offers the individual freedom, we are unstable in this ability to avoid condition which impose a rigid organization and total control. Indeed, when we examine all the foreseeable difficulties which threaten the survival of industrial civilization, it is difficult to see how the achievement of stability and maintenance of individual liberty can be made compatible. Right? This is I took from Professor Eugene Schumacher's book Small is Beautiful, chapter 4. Right? So, that is from this book. And it is again taken from Challenges of Man. I think this was written in 1933 or something like that. The book Challenges of Man's Future, Professor Harrison Brown of California Institute of Technology. Right? So he was talking about industrialization before the IT industry. Maybe the IT industry is there in a very diminished capacity. Right? So now we know that some of the things are coming out that the Indians were working with the Israelis and they were working in Azerbaijan. When the Israelis attacked attack Iran. Some of those drones probably came from Azerbaijan because it came over Azerbaijan sky. And if you take Jeffrey Epstein has supposed to have done a lot of deals with these Sunni countries because Sunnis, they don't consider the West as the enemy. They consider Shia as the enemy. Shia considers only about 13%, but Shias are coming on top. That means the West is going to get their testicles examined. Okay, West is going to really get castrated because if the Sunnis are coming on top after about 70 years, they are coming on top, right? Now, what is the IT industry? IT industry is what this Professor Jeff Harrison Brown says in his Challenge of Man in the Future. He talks about industrialization. IT industry is the most deadly industry in the world because it takes all your data and it is used for exploitation. And it is totally against the concept called small is beautiful. So if you think IT industry is going to give you independence or sovereignty, no. It is part of this George Orwell's thing, Animal Farm in 1984, right? So some of the IT industry in India actually works with Israel, right? And that's a part of the American system. So America, Modi's India and Israel, they work together. But now Donald Trump wants the Indians out of the Indians being at the top position of the IT industry. You can't have that. Then the Indians will have to get out of the IT. But Indians are now there. It is reported that Indians are supplying some rare earth metals to America. So Mr. Modi wants to patch up things with America and Israel. Okay, but he is not going to win. What is the idea of America? The Americans take all the entropic capital in the world, what is available in the entropic capital. After that, you get only entropic capital from the sun because the action of the sun. So if Indians are going to work with both Russians and Americans, they are going to lose because their entropic capital will be tapped by the Americans, right? Now, as far as Sri Lanka is not. We are not bankrupt. I have about 35 videos. I had talked about Mandani, about 5 videos of Mandani. I have about 2 videos on Iran, because Iran is going to come on top, right? Iran is going to overtake India. I am not talking about per capita income. Per capita income is just a accountancy measurement. I mean, after it goes beyond a certain limit, it has no meaning. There is negative returns on it. Okay, this I have been telling all the time, but most of the economics don't understand that. So the IT industry is going to be the most deadly industry. You are going to lose your independence, sovereignty. This is something was told by Professor, I forget his name, Professor Harrison Brown of Caltech, okay, California Institute of Technology. So and I think he was the advisor to the American president, one of the advisors. American president has many advisors. So when you say advisor, it's not the advisor. So this is what he said about industrial societies, right? So he must be knowing something about it. Engineering, if he's from Caltech, right? He can't be a stupid fool like me. He must be knowing something, right? He can't be a stupid fool like me. Okay? So I am telling IMF economics are fundamentally flawed because I know a little bit of physics. So Mama කියනවා නන්දලාල්ට ආචාර්ය නන්දලාල්ට ඔබතුමාගේ ආව ඉන්න টොප්ම ඉකොනොමිස්ට් එවන්න මාත් එක්ක. මං කියලා දෙන්නම් මොකද්ද මේ ආර්ථිකය වැරදි තියෙන්නේ. දැන් ඔබතුමා සවරින් ජින්ජින් බොන්ඩේජ් ගත්තනේ. ඒ සවරින් ජින්ජින් බොන්ඩේජ් ගත්තේ මොන අර්ථයෙන්ද? ඔබතුමා IMF එක ගන්න අපේ එන්ට්‍රොපික කැපිටල් අරගෙන ඒකෙන් යම් කිසි කොටසක් ඕගලන්ට පඩි වශයෙන් ගෙනවා. පඩි ගෙවන්නේ ඕගලන්ට fiat currency. Fiat currency is no value. Okay? They are as far as physics is concerned, fiat currency has no value. That's only trust, right? So, Mr. Dr. Nandalal, you have to change your ways. Otherwise, you're going to destroy this country. Sri Lanka is not bankrupt. Some of the politicians in this country work for the America. America is, it has this element of genocide in it. In Britain also is, and Britain is trying to suppress the Palestinians. So is the Australian government. They are all trying to suppress Palestinians, trying to bring in laws and things like that, right? So if somebody is going to, now Donald Trump thinks that IT is the thing. So he has pumped in a lot of money to the industry. Now IT industry is asking for a bailout. They are already asking bailout, maybe $1 trillion. Because you can't do the IT industry. You need a lot of energy and water. So again, like the banks, there is a possibility. Now, again, Donald Trump did something recently. Okay, that's a cat coming and sharpening its claws. So he's made the cat is saying, I don't like your video. So what to do? Right? When I do something here, the cat comes and sharpens his claws. It's not her claws. So he's saying, this is my place, not your place. You get the hell out of here. That's what the cat is saying, telling me. I have to bear that, I can't challenge the cat. Okay? He always comes and does that when I'm doing something here. So this is his place. I'm living on a borrowed table. Okay? So, if somebody is thinking IT is going to deliver you, IT has nothing to do with small or beautiful. It is too large to fail or something like that, right? So if you are working for the IT industry, you will lose all your freedom, okay? And if you have this your national identity card or something like that, you are in real trouble. They will totally strip your freedom. So you have to fight against. I don't think you can fight, but at least to understand that there is some problem here. So I heard something about so-called industrial societies. I have quoted a professor, maybe 100 years, something like that old, 80 years old quotation, or something from his book. And I again challenged the IMF. I had said that Sri Lanka doesn't have economic problem. I had told where the money is, nobody. And I have given about 35 videos, 36 videos, something. Some of them deal with political economy. Some of them deal with Mandani, because Mandani is important, right? And what else I had to tell? I had said about Animal Farm in 1984.